Hi, I'm Jimmy Messer, Assistant Strength and Conditioning Coach, and you're watching the Black and Gold Report on WFXB.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this week's edition of the Black and Gold Report, a show all about UNC Pembroke athletics. I'm Jenna Davison, and today on the show we're going to be talking basketball with head women's basketball coach John Haskins, and on the second half of the show we're going to watch a segment on a road to recovery. But first, Coach, welcome back to the show.
Good to be here.
Let's catch the fans up so far this season. The Lady Braves tallied a 5-4 mark in the early portion of their 2013-14 schedule, including a 70-67 win in the PBC opener in mid-December. Just sort of give us a progress report as to the expectations of your teams this far into the season.
Well, we're a work in progress, to be honest with you. Because of some injuries and those type of things, we've had to play young players a lot more minutes than we planned on playing them, and they're kind of getting baptism by fire. I thought in the non-conference schedule we played pretty well. We struggled in the first game against Wingate, but we lost Chandrika Fuller in the point guard in the first 8 minutes of that game, and had trouble adjusting not having her. We had some good wins, beating Fayetteville State, beating Limestone. So we had some good quality wins, and we had some close losses. So I felt like we were progressing very well at that point in time.
Well, UNCP has ventured into this season without services of key players from last season, like Amelia Parton, Courtney Bolton, and Taylor Galantine. Have you felt the growing pains that come with carrying such a young team, particularly one that will start 2 to 3 newcomers in any given game?
Well, I don't know. I don't think it's so much as losing those kids as it is not having Chandrika Fuller on the floor, who, like I say, was hurt in the first game of the season. Wayne Mack has been kind of on and off because of injuries. Jasmine Kemp missed a game, and we've had some other kids miss games. So it's just we have had to get some growing pains because of injuries, I think, more than losing our senior class from last year, although that was a very good senior class. But, you know, we're throwing kids in there, and they're playing and, you know, trying to adjust to college level, the speed of the game, the aggressiveness of the game, trying to learn how to play defense against very good players. And so, like I say, it's just, you know, each game I think we'll get better at doing that.
Well, you already mentioned her, but your senior class is comprised of just one player in guard Wayne Mack, but a junior class that's 5 players strong. Talk about the leadership on this year's team and who you look to on a game-by-game basis to lead your team going forward.
Well, I think it's a work in progress too. You know, Wayne Mack is a very good leader. She was a great leader for us in the preseason, but her playing time, because of injuries, has been so restricted. She's not on the floor enough to give us that leadership that she can provide. Our junior class is a very quiet group. Jasmine Kemp, Kiera Haney, Camille Horn, and Eve Hardy, who's a transfer, are very quiet kids. So, you know, we're still trying to work on that vocal leadership. They give us good leadership in terms of the effort on the floor every day, but in terms of that vocal leadership and those type of things, that positive energy, and trying to bring that every day to practice and games.
Well, although youth is a big part of this year's team, fans who follow the Lady Braves have gotten to see the continued emergence of players such as juniors Kiera Haney and Jasmine Kemp, as well as freshmen Caitlin Mitchell and Janisa Monley. Have you been pleased with the maturation process of your team thus far? And what are some of the pleasant surprises you have had during that process?
Well, I just definitely think that, you know, if you look at, let's start with Kiera Haney, she's just come so far. She played 29 minutes. Her whole season as a freshman. We had trouble getting her on the floor. Last year, I think she was about 6.6 rebounds, and this year she's averaging, I think, double-digit rebounds, one of the leading rebounders in the Peach Belt, and averaging close to double-digit scoring. Her big thing is, I think, consistency in scoring. You know, slowing down a little bit, being stronger around the basket. But she gives us great effort. Obviously, Jasmine Kemp's come on, and she's kind of our go-to player. She's a very good player for us, game in and game out. I even think Camille Horn has had some good games shooting the basketball. Another one of our juniors, and then you mentioned some freshmen, and we've had some freshmen come in and provide us some good minutes. And Caitlin Mitchell, Jasmine Hunley, Janisa Monley, just to name a couple.
All right. Well, we're going to take our first commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to continue talking to head women's basketball coach John Haskins. So stay tuned.
At the University of North Carolina at Pembroke, our student athletes find balance between their academic and athletic activities. With graduation rates higher than the national average, our athletes excel in academics and have won the Peach Belt Conference President's Academic Award twice in the last 4 years. Since 2009, 43 athletes have been named NCAA All-Americans, and last year, 40 made All-Conference. Catch their winning spirit and support the Braves.